Come as you are, as a bar, as a car, as a star. This video is about how it's time to have self-discipline. And I don't have any advice about that, actually. I just am thinking about the fact, this is a hypnosis video, so as you listen to my beautiful, sexy voice, you are going to develop self-discipline. Hold on, let me adjust. You are going to develop self-discipline, just like my camera holding stand should be developing self-discipline too. And because you already know how to be self-disciplined, you're just like psyching yourself out of it. It's not like some science. You got all these videos online saying like, try this method. How are you gonna keep doing the methods if you don't have discipline in the first place? You do have discipline in the first place. That's why the methods work for some people. But some people, the method is just to realize that you do have self-discipline. And then sometimes the problem is, and this is what's stuck in my head a lot right now, is that it's like you can't just be forever disciplined. Like there's also a discipline about not being too disciplined. And that's where a lot of people get messed up. And I don't have any advice about that. I am just hypnotizing you to not be so self-disciplined that you're too self-disciplined, and not be too undisciplined that you never have self-discipline. And so, from now on, as you listen to my sexy voice, you're gonna remember how you were like in boot camp as a child. You actually went to the military. You did. You were there. You were in non-room. You just forgot. And none of this is serious. Why is a video about discipline not serious? Because that's actually the point. The confusion in your mind between the discipline and the non-discipline, and then the discipline of being undisciplined, is melding in your mind so you remember when they called you a slacker, when those adults were calling you a slacker and saying, you just want to chill all day, you just want to this and that, you don't even want to serve your fellow man. And you're like, that is true, I don't want to serve my fellow man, I want to serve myself. But they make you think that serving yourself means the exact opposite. They make you think that you're the kind of person, they put in this dark hypnosis negative suggestion where you think that to you, serving yourself means bed rotting, procrastinating, blah, blah, blah. When actually, they were trying to suppress your drive. They were trying to suppress your ambition because they are, well, that's just what they do. We don't have to get all into that whole thing. You need a trickster. Because tricks are for kids. And you are a child. Jesus said, let the children come to me. And you're coming to me right now, no diddy. Okay. So, as you listen to this, as you sit back, relax, and melt into the ASMR of my beautiful voice and crappy recording technology making an unintended lo-fi effect, you will remember that spark you had as a kid, when every day you're like waking up and you're like, I'm ready. SpongeBob is a theme on this channel, if you're new here, okay? And Squidward can say what he wants. You are ready. You are ready. You wake up ready. Did they make you forget? Did they make you think that you actually enjoy just laying around doing nothing, like that Elliott Smith song, and you just stay in bed I was trying to think of the words. It's like, and they kick you in the head, and send you back to bed. That's what they're trying to do. But they do it in this reverse psychology way. We've already been through that. Next topic. These tricksters have a way for like telling you to do something, and then right as you start doing it, right after you get right past the initial kind of like, am I doing this right? And you're like, yeah, I am on it. I'm doing it. At that exact fucking moment, they're like, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong. And then you're like, no, I was doing exactly what you told me to do. And they're like, no, give me that. Let me, you do it. And then they start doing some weird, confusing crap. And then you're like, what is going on? And then you try to imitate what they're doing. Because you're like, oh my god, you switched up the rules, but okay, maybe I learned them wrong. Maybe I understood you wrong. Okay, let me try this. Let me fix this. And then, right when you start, they're like, you're not doing that, right? And then they go back and they tell you to do the thing that they told you to do in the first place that you were starting to do, and they interrupted it. And then you'll start to do it again. And then they're like, take some irrelevant thing. And they're like, stop mumbling. And it's like, bruh, can I mumble? Does mumbling affect the actual result of the work that I'm doing? It does not, does it? That is what actually self-discipline is about. You got this little up in your freaking headspace, up in your bubble. And when you're laying around, it's telling you, yeah, this is where you want to be, isn't it? Because you're a little blah blah and you don't have what it takes and you just like to be here, blah blah blah. And then you're like hypnotized. You're like, yes, I like it. I cannot get up. And then once you're like, no, I'm ready. I'll do this. You start doing it like they want you to. When they're nagging at you for being a slacker, you start doing it, and then they're like, are you sure? Are you sure? You don't want to think about something else right about now? And actually, you're doing it wrong. And it's like, maybe you're not even doing it wrong. You're just doing it, Doing it a little bit wrong is better than not doing it, isn't it? We all know this. But it's not about advice like that. Because you listen to this advice, and you listen to it, and then you go back to it, and then compounding again. What are you doing listening to all that advice when you know you're not going to follow through on it, The real problem is taking that little fucker. When Alex Jones does the Bill Gates impression, it's basically kind of like that. And it's right here, and you just go, I'm a patriot. That's all you have to do. and then you're good. And then you wake up and you say, I'm ready. And you may doubt it. And you may think, this is retarded, this is not hypnosis. This is just someone's weird motivational speech, and she's trying to be a quirky chungette, and she's trying to be a manic pixie dream girl and this and that, and she's just gathering this simp army. And does it matter though? What I'm doing? Why are you concerned with what I'm doing up in here? Am I a reflection of you? Of your soul? Come to visit you, to send you a message from the Most High? Is that why you're so concerned with what my ulterior motives are? For why else? Because we do not know each other. I have no actual relation to your life. So why does it matter? If you already know how to be self-disciplined, then there's a reason behind your fixation. You're fixated with a purpose. You're fixated with a, time management deadline here. You are fixated to bring about a certain results that will propel you towards your desired reality. And that is why you are here, and that is why you are doubting me. Because you are doubting yourself. But I am here to tell you, you have no reason to doubt. But every doubt that you do have is more proof that it is happening for you. We are going to take this world by the balls. We're going to grab them, we're going to twist them. And everyone, every criminal on this earth and all of their enablers are going to look back at this era where they still had somewhere to run and hide, and they're going to be like, dang, we really pushed it too far. Their patience did have its limits. And the limit is almost here. It is so close, I can taste it. That is why all of you chuds out there have to have self-discipline. In the sense of not being so disciplined that you're undisciplined, but also not being so undisciplined that you are actually more disciplined because you're like whipping yourself. You're letting this little Bill Gates bitch discipline you. You're letting him be like, yeah, you like it down there, bitch. When you're sitting in bed, when you're procrastinating, he's like, yeah, you like it. This dominatrix on top of you. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it is your mom. Maybe she's, and you're like, yes, mommy, I love it. I love to rot away. I just want to rot away. Yeah, you do. So don't be so undisciplined that you're actually being disciplined in that sense of the word. That's my transmission. This is it. The hypnosis has ended.